Sorry, I don't remember watching this. Let's skip this. Okay. That was so long. Weiss is being nice. Nice Weiss. Okay. Hey everybody, Weegee here, and welcome back to the final episode of Ice Queendom. I don't know if you'll actually see this, but this is the final episode that was released today, all in one package. I might be cutting it up in 3 different chapters for 3 different episodes, but we'll see. If not, you'll never see this. So we're gonna start the next episode now. Last episode they covered the Emerald Forest stuff and their introductions, and they changed the introductions a little bit, and we got to see the new Grim that has attached itself to Weiss, and we will see how that turns out because this is Nightmare Comes. So whatever is gonna happen with that Grim is gonna happen now. She's slowly sleeping in this one, not taking notes? Or not taking notes? Oh, they cut out the part that makes RWBY look like a bad student to make Weiss look worse. Why are they they're keeping it all the like Weiss as a jerk scenes, but keeping all the reason why Weiss is being a jerk. She's being mean. She was kind of a jerk to RWBY because RWBY was screwing around in class. Which, I mean, it's valid. You want your leader to be someone who can take things seriously. But she was doodling and all that in class. Oh. I'm sure Weiss knew that. This is epic. A lot more in-depth than it was in the thing. They didn't, like... It was kind of over in a couple minutes. Oh. Yeah, they shortened that. Like, it didn't get the caught in the cross guard or anything. Oh. We're seeing other ways. Yeah, she's starting to see hallucinations. Just like I said. Trying to see things. Oh, Yang and Blake are here the witnesses. Last time it's just a talk between Blake and RWBY. Or Blake and RWBY and Weiss. Yeah, Yang didn't have anything to do with it. Like, she didn't... Like, Yang was like... Oh, this music. This is giving me Alice in Wonderland vibes. Ozpin. Ah, poor RWBY. Well, you should probably stop sticking in class. Well, yeah, you got some favoritism. Ozpin's not kicking you out. You got silver eyes. He has use for you. Ah, here you go. We're actually get this scene. This is weird. They showed this scene without the other important Weiss scene. Oh, that's not what she said. Oh, you shouldn't say that. You something. Yeah, I guess we do learn that she really, her childhood wasn't great. She might have money and could buy anything she wanted, but she didn't really have what was important. Oh, we're still going through the Jean getting his ass kicked stuff. I guess that's fun. I don't know why this is important. That cheer needs to be loud. Oh, Pyrrha's not cheering at all. That's what she was noting. Oh, wait. Jean too? Is it infecting everybody slowly? And they're all gonna be trapped in this really weird, like, dream world of their manifestations of what they think they should be? It's gonna affect Pyrrha here, isn't it? Oh, what? Oh, well, they're doing the aura thing now here instead of in the forest? Wait, she got his ass kicked with no aura. Wait, how does he have the aura bar if he has no aura? I'm confused. That doesn't make sense. Oh. Oh, she's kind of questioning herself. Wow. Way to make Weiss look like a horrible person. Jesus Christ. Or maybe she's learning? Hopefully it's learning. It's not like, using her. Okay, she's gonna see her studying here. And then it's gonna realize that. The little teacup. That one's wrong, by the way. Ah, so that one's wrong, by the way. I love that little tiny moment. Oh, Blake's still like... Blake, stop eavesdropping. Oh. Exhausting. Tiring. They're gonna pass out. So Jean and Weiss? Oh. Alternate Jean! Oh no! It's their... What the f... Shit! The vines! More tiring thought. Weiss is gone too. I thought it was covered in volume 1 and 2, but no, it's not. It's splitting right here in volume 1. I didn't have like a cash register. Ah, yes, I was right. Trapped in the other rooms. Oh, okay. Oh. Why doesn't it have any friends? Apira? So I'm assuming Weiss is gonna get possessed. Weiss doesn't have any friends, so how's it gonna... I mean, Winter, right? So they're gonna have to chip through Weiss's heart. So Blake's appearance would make sense. They're still in volume 1. They haven't gotten over their fight yet, so Weiss's appearance being this, like, deformed version. Hey! Rabbits! I guess that's just his rabbit jacket. Not any reconciles my mind. So it's all their insecurities. They're showing their insecurities. Oh, this still is giving Alice in Wonderland vibes. Do it. They're tiny.
迎えに来たわ、ジョン。私です。無事に見つけましたか。よろしい。戦ってくれ。
Walking on the outside. Is she supposed to be Alice or something?
ジョン君を見つけ出しました。
早いな、素晴らしい。
仲間同士気遣っていたからこそいいチームです。
Oh, that's right. It's a group of people in their nightmare. I'm surprised I got that right. There's the Grim. So, how does John's affect him so fast, but Weiss's seems to be growing slower? Seed? It's a plant. Weiss's... Oh, that's the banana! The Grim banana showed in the trailer. So, Weiss's is still there. Jean's super surprised. Is it because he just awakened his aura, or he had no aura to awaken, so it kind of grew faster in him? The awakening of his aura kind of caused it to rapidly grow. Oh shit! I was right. Because his aura is new.
私が森で感じたナイトメアは他にもいます。葛藤を抱えた繊細な心の持ち主ほど狙われやすい。
Weiss is gonna get hit at the end of the season when she has to go through her little.
いいみんな、なんか悩みとかあったらお互い言わなきゃダメだよ。ご冗談をグリムなどに囚われるものですか。うん、ワイスならきっと大丈夫。確かに取り憑かれなさそう。トゲトゲしくてグリムも近づいて。
Oh Jesus!
何か引っかかりますわね。それより明日のお休みですが街に行きませんか。フェスティバルも近いですし。
Yes, here's the end. This is the penny, sun, the fight, end of the season of 1.
何があったんですか。
I think there's someone else to voice these cops too, because Joel's no longer with us. Bernie is though. I was thinking of Bernie come back just the voice. Just oh hi yeah, yes.
なんて危険で頭のおかしい異常者たちかしら。彼らは心迷えるファウナスたちよ。人類を抹殺するなどと言い出す。
So they're very misguided.
ごく一部。
Oh, okay.
そもそもファウナスの仕業と決まったわけじゃない。ブレイクの言う通りだよ。私が見たダスト強盗は人間だったし。
Here comes sun now, now anything just to kind of further Weiss's poor viewpoint of Faunus by stowing away and stealing. Sun really did not help the situation with Weiss at all. Seems great though. Wait, and then he just wanted to study him. He was a student. That's what happened. They're changing it. They're making Weiss look so much worse. Oh, here's Penny.
私は大丈夫ですが、あなたは立てる？はい、最高です。感謝します。うんとこどっこいしょ。私はペニーです。はじめまして。ああ、はじめまして。
She's so much more robotic in this.
急がないとクズが逃げますわ。なんとおっしゃいましたか？あなたのことじゃないの。違います。あなたです。
She looks so much more erotic in this. I actually think that. No, I guess you were supposed to know she's a robot.
私にお友達ができました。メールに来てよかったです。なんですのこの子。ごめん、急いでるのよ。はい、ごきげんよう。
Are you sure you're okay?
もう諦めよう。船のただ乗りでしょ。法律を破る悪党ですわ。
He stole a banana in this one.
に入るに決まっています。違う。これだから世間知らずは。
Fight. Here's the fight.
私が何ですって。
Here's the fight.
偏見だらけの差別
That's
主義者。
true.
ファウナスというだけで犯罪者扱い。あの彼が悪党なら、あなたも悪党よ。人類を憎む純然たる悪の組織をどうして味方できるの？純然たる悪
This line always weirded me out, or like, there's no such thing as pure evil, but the Grimm exist. Aren't the Grimm pure evil? Like they feel pure negative emotions. They're the epitome of evil, so pure evil does exist in this world. So that line doesn't really make any sense. Oh, here's the.
遺族の悲しみを知ってますの。私がどれだけ辛い思いをしたかも。私たちは虐げられることにもううんざりなの。
You think her grandfather was killed by Faunus? This is gotta be more personal than just board members. She doesn't really care about. Like, she didn't like the board members, really. But if it was someone personal to her family, it'd make a lot more sense. Like, her, well, grandfather. Hey, we can see Blake's ears. Also, they lumped this scene in with the bedroom scene. Is she?
彼女の言葉を聞いたはず。だからって犯罪者扱い？私、倉庫の方探してくる。え？ルビー！ファウナスってだけで憎むなら、それこそあんたは差別主義者よ。私は確かに言い過ぎたかもしれません。でもあの組織は組織の話とかもういいから。
But she was part of the organization. That's there's otherwise.
嘘！お前マジでホワイトファングだったのか？
そうよ。人生を捧げてきた。
目的のために手段を選ばないひでえ連中って感じには見えないな。
ホワイトファングは人とファウナスの掛
Even Sun hates the white thing, I guess.
でも変わってしまった。だから抜けたの。
Okay, they changed.
本当に価値あることに。
But she didn't leave until years after they changed.
それ仲間には話したのか？でどうする気だ？
ダスト強盗の犯人を確かめる。
そういや船で誰かが話してたな。シュニーダストカンパニーの貨物船がダストを積んでくるって。
They really put a heavy focus on Weiss's racism in this. So much more than it was in the original show. Because these Weiss seems way worse than she was. Well, she was still pretty bad, but they're focusing on the bad, like real hard in this.
あのファウナスの子ですか？どこから湧いたの？
I walked. Oh god, that's creepy. That's kind of creepy.
なんでファウナスだって？猫耳さんですから。耳？リボンじゃ。外した姿も見ましたよ。
What?
どこで？
She wears a.
心配してないでしょ。どうせうちの妹とも仲いいふりしてるだけじゃない？二段ベッドが憧れとか適当なこと言ってさ。黙ってないで何か言いなよ。どうしたらいいかわからないんです。リーダーになれず、ピュラとチームを組めないどころか、チームメイトの一人はファウナス。想像していたこととあまりに違いすぎて、私泣く。もう参ったな。あなたが付き合う必要はないわ。
乗りかかった船だよ。ただ乗りが得意なの。知ってるだろ。
There's imagination. That's how I imagined it. That's how the Grimm's gonna take over. Here comes Torchwick! Yeah! That's gonna be volume 2 as well. This is... Nightmare comes, that makes sense. Jean got hit by the nightmare, so we might not see Weiss's nightmare until farther along in the story. After volume 2.
RWB も力を見せびらかして褒められたがってばかりなのです。違いますか？
わかったわかった。あんたこそ最高のチームメイトだのなんだの言ってないで、仲間ってものが何か考えたら。
ダスト強盗だ、急げ。くそ、なんだあの化け物は。
Oh, we don't get to see the scene? That's kind of lame. We don't get to see Torchic fight. I want to see Torchic fight Sun and Blake. That's one of the coolest fight scenes.
キラリ
Wish.
戦闘完了です。なんですのこれ。
ルビー、ブレイク。
ワイス、ブレイクはもうホワイトファングじゃないの。あとリボンの下は猫耳なんだよ。可愛いよね。
え、マジ？ワイス、私は組織には。
組織の話はもう結構。それより私考えました。考えて考えて考えて決めました。
I don't care.
全部気にしません。
気にしない。
はい。ですから今後もし大きな問題があればチームメイトに相談なさい。どこかの誰かではなく。
The Vice's problem was less about fondness and all that, and more about Beacon not turning out the way she imagined it in her dream when she was a kid. Winter, always.
憧れてたこと嘘じゃありませんわ。
叶わぬ願いを押し隠してきた。
Oh no.
気にしないだけで精一杯。ファウネス、ホワイトファングを許せるわけじゃない。
Myself! Here it comes. There it is. I thought it was coming volume 2 as well. It's only volume 1. And now we gotta wait 3-4 weeks for the next episode, I think. Episode 4? So that's 3 episodes. The Bob. There's 3D CG in this? Where? You gonna see a preview? No? Okay. Alright, that was the last episode, so let's talk about that, because they fucked it all around with a lot of shit. So we saw the introduction to our new Grim, the Nightmare Grim, that infects the host, drains off their aura, and then traps them in a dream, a nightmare of their own creation, traps them in their mind. Which is actually exactly what I said would happen with this new Grim. I was wrong about where it happened, when it happened, because they said this was gonna cover volume 1 and 2. It only covered volume 1. So I don't know if they lied or if the type was misprinted or if we're gonna get volume 2 next season. Maybe Weiss doesn't actually get possessed by the nightmare right here and fights it off at this point. but then later when she's hurt or when something happens, she's no longer able to fend it off. That, or we're gonna get it now. They have a lot heavier focus on Weiss's negative traits without showing anything positive or the reasons why she's being negative. She's mad at Ruby in the original show, which still, I mean, she shouldn't be mad. Ruby's rude, but because she's screwing around in class, and that's kind of Weiss is a pretty great laced student, so you should be paying attention. That's kind of her mindset. But I didn't like that they had her being nice to Ruby as kind of this ruse of trying to be perfect. Like, oh, okay, this is what Pyrrha is doing. She's trying to be a perfect teammate, so I should copy her because that's how I perfect. It wasn't about helping Ruby or being a teammate to Ruby, friend to Ruby. It was about bettering and making herself better in her own eyes. I did like that they showed a bit more about Weiss's thought process about forgiving Blake, and more the interaction between him and White Yang, and Weiss coming to terms a bit more with what's going on, what she's sad about, with her, why she's kind of the way she is around Ruby, Blake, and Yang. It's not about any personal beliefs. It's about this imagination, this dream of hers of what she thought the human would be being trampled on. So she's lashing out. I don't think she's like, she got over racism pretty quickly in the original show, and it seems in this show too. And I always kind of thought that because she wasn't really actually racist, it was just kind of some kind of leftover mindset by the influence of her father. Because racism doesn't just go away like that, not unless it's not something you actually personally believe in. But yeah, there's a heavy focus on Weiss's racism in it. Her hate of Faunus seems to be a bigger focus. At the end, we get to see her kind of. See, this is weird. Say the white fonts. I won't be able to forget them. Forget them from what? Because there's gotta be more to this. There's more to this not being able to figure out the fonts other than it's gotta be something more personal than just all fonts are evil or whatever. It's gotta they've gotta done something that's kind of personal attack there. They killed some board members, yes, but I don't know if that's enough. So maybe I'm thinking maybe they had something to do with. We don't know how the grandfather died. I don't think we do, unless it's played in the World of Remnant. So I'm thinking maybe the White Fang had something to do with it because we know they killed board members. Nicholas Schnee would have been on the board. He would have been old, frail, probably by then, and vulnerable. But what if they killed him? What if that's where this deep sense of hate for the White Fang, for the Faunus comes from? Because if they're mean to her father, I don't think she cares. They attack her father, she doesn't like her father. Even as you can tell, she doesn't like her father. Winter doesn't seem to have that bias on. And even Whitley, I don't know. I don't see it in volume 4, and I don't think or 6, 7, or 8. I don't see it. It's just unique to be the bias. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's something more personalized, like her grandfather. Maybe Winter wasn't close to her grandfather. Whitley wasn't close to her grandfather, but Weiss was. And with the White Fang killing her grandfather, it kind of sparked this hate that she got over season when she met Alphonse. I don't know why she got over it so quickly. It's good. Maybe, I'm pretty sure they kind of scrubbed it because they figured, oh yeah, I mean, having a racist character probably isn't good for the show, for the character. Especially if you want this character to be likable and marketable, having them be racist kind of kills that. Because people don't like racists. I'm not sure like here. People don't like racists, so I that kind of makes sense. But other than that, this show is interesting. It's really good. I love the animation. The characterizations are both good. They kind of change around the sequence of events to kind of, I guess, flow better. With both work and doesn't work for some scenes because you kind of lose some of the cooler scenes. Weiss stopping the thing to save Ruby was cut out, which was a really good scene. They took the entire fight scene between Roman versus Sun and Blake, which is one of the best fight scenes. They took the part where Penny destroyed the thing. Basically, the ending was entirely cut. I guess to focus on what Weiss was doing in that meantime, which is fine. I don't mind Weiss. What else? I don't think Neo's gonna show up, unfortunately, because if she gets trapped in Nightmare here at the end of Volume 1, which I'm thinking might not actually happen, she might break free from it. If we postpone it until the end of Volume 2, because they did stay there in Volume 2. But if it does happen here, Neo's not gonna be. But overall, this is really good. I really enjoy that. I'll probably watch the English version from here on out once it comes out, just because it's easier to listen and talk than it is to kind of have to read and then talk up and look down and up, and kind of do that. So if you like this video, go like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. And hope you enjoy this show too. Weegee out.